2013, June 27th, WIKISPEED Lynnwood, Washington shop. Ryan, if you could kick us off, what got done this evening?
Let's see, we moved the carbon fiber mold body molds from upstairs down to here. We turned them on their side so we could make some room. We also moved the body from the chassis over here so we could make some space so that we could work on it freely. We also fabricated the brackets for the steering rack.
Partly they're cut, they still need to be drilled.
Right, and then we're going to drill those on, we're going to mount those on the chassis itself, and that's going to be for our new steering rack.
Awesome. And then Doug and Chad worked on our little red trailer here. They attached tail lights to it and wired them up and found out there were several shorts, so that's going to be rewired. But they did attach the tail lights and test them and found there was issue. What else would you like to add, Raul?
Oh yeah, when we were making the brackets for the steering rack, we ran into issues with the ability of our bandsaw blade to cut through the aluminum, and this was actually a pretty big issue because it resulted in in both of our parts having slightly misaligned cuts because we had to do it in two parts. So what we ended up doing was we just used a file and a knife to smooth off the edges, just, you know, for the mechanic who has to deal with these things, right? That's an important consideration. Ease of maintenance, right? That's part of the design. It's not modular if you cut yourself when you do it.
Awesome, Raul. Yes.
I mean, other than that, there's not a whole lot I have to add to this.
Now, you also took one of the CPUs and monitors and keyboards and mice from upstairs, set them up and took a photo so we could put it on Craigslist to sell that off. And you helped move with Rob Beresford and Rob Huggins and Arun, also helped move the old iron wood stove out of here so we could take a picture of that for Craigslist. And also moved the green bandsaw out, the old green bandsaw, so we could take a picture of that to list it on Craigslist.
Yeah, it's important to make sure that the shop is, you know, clean because we only have a finite amount of space, you know, at the end of the day. And if you hope to ramp up your manufacturing process, you need to make it so that all the sort of extraneous things that we did today that don't directly go into manufacturing, like moving stuff around, we can limit the time spent on those sorts of activities.
Totally dig it. And by offloading some of the stuff we don't use as much, we make that more possible. Thanks. Hey, Beresford, anything you want to add to the stand-up video for tonight?
Well, we had a great time. We met a bunch of new people. It's always a question to figure out how to onboard bright people that we meet. I had a nice conversation with Arun about Carica. We're a little bit blocked on that, though. We don't seem to be able to make great new progress. I'm interested in new ideas. Perhaps there's somebody that would like to help manage that project management and documentation piece. It really can be one of the public faces of WIKISPEED, the kind of thing that the people who came in here tonight could see before they even come in here. So either they could come in here with more knowledge or they don't have to come in here at all because they're part of this thing, this big growing network of information on how to build a car. So that's what we're going to try to do. And then Rob and I are lining out a piece of metal to cut over there.
Awesome.
That's all. Excited to be cleaning up and organizing the shop, trying to keep workflow, stuff like that. So.
Thanks, Beresford.
Thank you.